You think having pizza 3 times in 1 week is going to make you feel bloated and tired, so you never actually attempt it. Well, guess what? I'm gonna wake you up and show you exactly how to eat pizza and still feel amazing. My name is Jen Smiley. I'm the expert food coach and founder here at Wake Up and Read the Labels. Make sure to subscribe below for more videos, tips, and tricks to help you understand what's truly inside of your foods to find solutions of getting foods made with real ingredients. Now, let's make pizza. The most important thing that makes a pizza clean or not is ding, ding, ding. It's actually the crust, okay? I want you guys to check out what is actually in most crusts that you're getting from grocery stores, from pizza places, from movie theaters, okay? You're either reading enriched flour or you're being tricked and you're buying things that say cauliflower because it's gluten-free, right? Do you see these ingredients, okay? Look at the ones that are starting with cauliflower. First of all, we have an actual pizza kit and it's coming in this clear package and it's making us think all these great things about it, right? Then we have another one, Kirkland cauliflower, that is letting you know, hey, it's gluten-free, it's RBST free. Nobody actually knows what that is, but it sounds really good for you, right? But this Kirkland cauliflower crust has milk, cane sugar, and dextrose, okay? This is sugar on top of sugar. What is wrong with that, okay? We're gonna dive into that, but also look at the pizza crust. It's from Whole Foods, so we think it's, healthy, but it's made with enriched white and wheat flour, AKA refined carbohydrate, okay? Refined carbs have all their fiber removed with guess what else? The nutrients. So you get your fiber removed, you get your nutrients removed, okay? That's gonna be found in bread. It's also found white sugar, cakes, cookies, crackers, tortillas, white rice, and many cereals, right? Foods that raise your blood glucose levels quickly, and this all can be found on the internet, okay? But foods that raise your blood glucose levels quickly have been associated with elevated levels of inflammatory markers, such as these sweeteners that we're seeing in the pizza, dextrose, okay? Basically, it's a lot of crazy names and a lot of crazy words that all this research online can tell you, but it's an artificial sweetener, okay? Your body's gotta work overtime to really digest these things. Okay, let's do a real life scenario. You have a clean pizza crust and then you have one of these not clean pizza crust mentioned, right? We're putting the same exact toppings, so think marinara, veggies, and some protein, okay? If you eat the clean crust pizza, you're gonna feel a little less bloated. You're gonna feel like you are not tired and you need to eat the entire pizza, okay? But if you're eating the not clean crust, that is the refined carbohydrates, that is also the artificial sugars. Your body's gotta work overtime. Plus there's some preservatives in there, some additives, and some ingredients we just don't need, right? Most people will hands down feel way more bloated with the white and wheat flour or these cauliflower crusts that are advertising themselves as clean, but they're actually not, because these refined carbs we discussed, they are associated with other not clean ingredients. So now you just have a pizza with same exact toppings, but we're working overtime to break down the crust, okay? Let's dive into some clean pizza, shall we? Because you're just wondering, okay, how do I get the clean pizza and where do I find it? We selected Capello's because if you look at their ingredient list, first of all, it's filled with almond flour. Almond flour is more nutritious, has more fiber, and it's not that refined carbohydrate that you're used to, okay? Also, if you look at the ingredient list, it looks pretty simple, right? I say even my 8-year-old can recognize these ingredients in nature. Now, we're gonna be making buffalo chicken. What's important here is the chicken and the buffalo sauce, right? Everybody that loves buffalo sauce probably is familiar with Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo sauce. Look at this, you guys. This has red peppers, that's sweet. However, it's filled with soybean oil and canola oil and soy and artificial flavors and all kinds of ingredients we like to say that you can't even pronounce, right? Now, we've selected Primal Kitchen No Dairy Buffalo Sauce because it's made with avocado oil, okay? That's more anti-inflammatory. That's gonna make you feel better after you eat your pizza. Also, it has no preservatives and it has no artificial or any additives, gums, or fillers, okay? So we're going with that clean crust Cappello's. We are selecting clean Primal Kitchen. Then we have 2 rotisserie chickens over here. What's really funny is that this chicken from Costco looks really healthy, right? That's all it looks like, literally a baked chicken in a clear box. However, take a look at those ingredients. These are alarming. Why can't we just have chicken and maybe some salt? That's all we need, right? Bring on the heat, cook it, that's all you need. However, it's not that simple. The Whole Foods rotisserie chicken, now it has 1 ingredient, chicken. That is clean, right? That's all the chicken should be. You should look at your local grocery store and just make sure that, hey, look, you woke up. Are you reading the ingredients? It's very important. Now, we're gonna make this buffalo pizza. What you wanna do is pour about a 1/4 cup of your sauce onto the crust. I don't wanna say you have to stick to a 1/4 cup. You can add a little more or you can add a little less, okay? Note that sauce is going to cook through the crust, so keep that in mind, but maybe you want a little less, maybe you want a little more. Next up, what you're gonna be doing is adding about 1/2 cup of, again, clean buffalo sauce onto your chicken. Hopefully it's just chicken, right? You're going to be tossing that in, say, you can use about 1 cup of chicken, but really the choice is yours. You want a little more, you want a little less, that is all up to you. But once that is all mixed up, what you're going to be doing is putting it right on top of your pizza. While you're doing this, make sure you're heating your oven to 425 degrees, okay? I'm gonna give you guys an actual cooking time for this. However, your ovens are going to vary, so just keep checking on it. You do wanna make sure the crust is cooked throughout, right? But you don't wanna burn your pizza unless you're into that, then go for it. So we have our chicken here. Next up, we are going to be adding about a 1/4 cup of chopped, or you could do sliced or diced, whatever floats your boat there, of red onions right on top. Lastly, we're gonna be adding cilantro. Everybody needs a little bit more fresh herbs in their life. So this provides a little color, a little taste. You could also check out our product recommendation sheet, which is offered in our Jumpstart program, for some clean ranch dressing, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is, I like to put the pizza crust directly in the middle rack. That way the pizza gets cooked from both the top and the bottom. And then you can just stick your actual pan on the bottom rack to catch any juice so that your oven doesn't smell. All right, here is our cooked pizza. As you can see, it really soaked up a lot of that sauce, right? But we made sure the sauce was clean, the crust was clean, and it sounds a little crazy, but it's true. You gotta make sure your chicken is clean. And this is how you eat simple and feel good. Next pizza we're calling a panini. What you wanna do is take your clean pizza crust and slice it into quarters. Next up, you're gonna be adding some clean pesto. Now, while I'm adding my pesto, let's dive into this very popular brand called Kirkland. They have a basil pesto. And if you check out that label, you're gonna notice that Kirkland's basil pesto has tons of cheese. And we like to tell you here at Wake Up and Read the Labels, most cows are not eating clean things. So most of the cheese is, leading to inflammation, and it's best to get a clean pesto made without the cheese, right? We're gonna be using the Seggiano basil pesto, and if you look at these ingredients, they're quite simple to understand, and they are made with a cleaner or an anti-inflammatory extra virgin olive oil, right? Whereas the Kirkland pesto is actually made with sunflower oil, and that is going to drive up inflammation, too many omega-6s. So once you get all your pesto on there, next up, what you're gonna be doing is you're adding your mozzarella cheese, okay? We have selected Miaco's mozzarella cheese, because if you look at those ingredients, they are squeaky clean, right? We also selected Sargento mozzarella cheese, and if you look at these ingredients, they have a mold inhibitor inside of that label list, in addition to powdered cellulose, which It even tells you this is to prevent caking, okay? These are ingredients that are going to disrupt most guts and otherwise not make us feel so great, right? Okay, once you have your clean Miaco's mozzarella cheese just on 2 pieces, then the other 2 pieces, we're gonna be adding clean prosciutto, okay? You wanna make sure that you're getting a prosciutto that has strictly pork and sea salt. Otherwise, you're gonna be getting artificial sugars like dextrose. You're gonna be getting some sodium nitrates or nitrites to preserve it, right? So you want to find the cleanest out there, which is Applegate for us here today. Next up, what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide these right onto a pan. Now, like I told you guys, I like to put my actual crust on the middle rack, put the pan at the bottom rack to catch any of those juices. But what you're gonna do is have your oven on 425 and you're just gonna bake it, say 9 to 11 minutes. Watch to make sure that your cheese is nice and bubbly and the crust has been cooked, okay? Now, once your crust has been cooked throughout and the cheese is looking nice and quote unquote cheesy, what you're gonna do is let it cool on the counter. You can stick as much arugula as you want. This is gonna provide a little crunch, a little extra nutrients, a little bit healthier of a panini. Okay, so you're just cooling this so that it's easy enough to handle, right? And then you're gonna pop the top right on here and right on here, and you can either serve it as is or you're welcome to slice it in half, maybe for a kid with small hands or something like that. But here is to your next panini made clean. Are you all hungry yet? Last pizza we're gonna be making is Italian salad pizza. Let's begin first by mixing all of our topping ingredients together. We're working with red onions, pepperoncinis, some artichokes, and mozzarella cheese. Now, we're gonna be using some clean Italian dressing. If you check out the Wishbone dressing, you're gonna notice that it has soybean oil, which is high in omega-6s, driving up your inflammation in addition to sugar. But we've hand-selected Primal Kitchen's Italian dressing because, check out the ingredients, they're all clean and they use an amazing anti-inflammatory oil. Next up, we want you to check out the olives you may be confused over at the grocery store. This particular black olive canned good has furosis gluconate. What the heck is that? Why can't we just have some olives, right? If you check out the black olives that we have selected, get ready. They're just organic Kalamata olives, water and red wine vinegar and sea salt. Again, real ingredients. We also went ahead and grabbed Progresso artichokes, and it looks really clean because it's in a clear bottle. You see the artichokes, looks like it's swimming in some really good looking oil. However, if you read the ingredients, we're working with artichoke soybean oil, okay? Again, you want to avoid that, and it's got some stuff to protect the color. Here at Wake Up and Read the Labels, we are working with Seggiano marinated artichokes. Now, this is artichokes, and they're marinated in vinegar, sea salt, pepper, rosemary, sage, plus extra virgin olive oil, which is an anti-inflammatory, good for you oil, okay? Lastly, we are looking at the pepperoncinis. These pepperoncinis that you probably have in your pantry, or maybe you don't, or maybe you just think they would look clean, right? You guys, this has a metabisulfate added as a color stabilizer. Plus, it has some artificial yellow number 5 dyes, okay? Can we just please get the pepper, maybe in some vinegar? Lastly, we're looking at red sauce. We're gonna be adding your red sauce onto your pizza. You can work with half a cup, maybe a fourth a cup, onto your clean pizza crust. Now, keep in mind that Ragu pizza sauce, okay, is made with soybean oil and natural flavors. Those natural flavors are making you want more and more. It's amplifying the taste. But we are working with Rao's red sauce, which has all clean ingredients and the oils that we like, right? Once you get the red sauce onto your pizza crust, what you can do is you can just throw all of those marinated toppings right onto the pizza. Okay, now your pizza is set to 425 degrees. You're gonna be baking this around 10 minutes. Again, you're gonna stick it in the middle rack and put your pan at the bottom rack. once your pizza has been completely cooked throughout, it's going to have this marvelous looking color. Then if you want to add a little more color, a little more crunch, you can go ahead and just sprinkle some arugula leaves. Now, it's up to you. You can leave the arugula leaves like this, or you can literally pop it back into the oven, say 1 or 2 more minutes, so that'll kind of soak into your toppings. And here is to your next clean Italian salad pizza. You now see what's inside of most pizzas that are making you think, oh, I'm tired, or oh, it's so fattening, or there's just too many calories, right? Here at Wake Up and Read the Labels, we focus on ingredients. Ingredients you can pick out in nature. These are simple ingredients. When you eat simple, you actually feel good. Make sure to hit the subscribe button below and comment on which pizza you're gonna make, because we wanna see what you're creating, okay? This is ways to take something common that you love, pizza, and make it clean so that you can feel good.